Welcome to the study habits hall that we have today. We have some very special guests that we'd like to bring on. Now our first one has some great advice. Nolea, she flew in from Puerto Rico. Come on in.
Thank you.
So now I heard that you're kind of one of the time management experts in the field.
I guess that's what they call me, yep.
Do you want to elaborate that? How can we as daily Joes have better time management?
Well, first you probably need to evaluate your schedule, either with like a calendar that I see. I have my calendar here, or I use my phone calendar right here. Well, yeah, right there.
That seems to be the new thing. A lot of
Yes.
people moving over to digital instead of the paper.
Well, I do both. So this one's on my fridge, and then this one I can take with me. So yeah.
Are you able to manage both the paper and the
Yes.
calendar like that? Doesn't it make it too hard?
Nope, because I have the same information on there as I do here.
Fair
Just
enough.
so I don't have to look at my phone when I'm home.
Okay.
So, and then I put all my school stuff here, all my personal stuff here, and all my appointments and stuff, so I can keep focused. And on my phone here, sometimes it has an alarm, so, so I can study during my kids' nap time and stuff like that.
Excellent, excellent.
So-
Now, one of the things we read in your book that you released, which is available for sale, is that you had to think that it's better to study in the daytime versus the nighttime. Is that what was?
Yes, there was a research study that was done, and it says that if you study in the daytime, it's like 60 minutes of in the daytime versus at night, which is 90 minutes. So you're more effective during the day than you are at night.
Now, is that take into account like daylight savings too?
Sure, that takes an effect too. Makes our days longer.
Okay, the other things that I was noticing were your amount of study time, whether it was you shouldn't study for more than X amount of hours, you should be planning how much time you should be studying. And not only that, but having breaks.
Yes. So like if you want to study for like maybe 50 minutes to an hour, then have like a 10-minute break. Either go out and walk or jog or do whatever you would like to do. That would kind of give your brain a rest, especially for like memorizing stuff. And then at night, well not at night, and then for the longer periods, it's like writing a paper, or like test taking, that will take longer, like a couple hours, and then have a break.
Okay,
So it's better to have breaks.
fair enough. Is there anything else?
No, that is it.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Now, our next special guest that we have is one of our locals. He is a dropout student that's now come back to college. He's coming back full round, straight A's, honors everything. Taylor.
Hey, how you doing, James?
I'm doing excellent. Now, go ahead and tell me, how were you able to turn that around?
The key for me to come back to college and really have a good attitude about it has just been focusing on testing, focusing on taking good notes, and really focusing during class.
The professional test taker, I like it.
Yeah.
So how can I better take my test?
I think the most important part of test taking is knowing when to prepare for the test. A lot of times we think that we should start preparing for the test like when the teacher tells us about the test. Really, the preparation begins the first day of class. You need to go in with a good attitude, take notes, do your part, complete the assignments. And that way you can be prepared for the test. And when you do get that review for the test, you'll already be prepared for it.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm prepared. I've done what I need. Now I'm in the test. Now, what should I do to remain calm and make sure that I can bring all that test preparation to the playing field?
Yeah. Well, before anything, I think the most important part of the test is putting your name on the test. Since you're in college, really the professor doesn't know you, doesn't know your handwriting, things like that. You gotta make sure that name is on the test, otherwise you're not getting credit.
Fair tip.
So during the test, I think that a lot of the times we just rush, we get stressed. People finish before you and you feel like you need to finish. Really, that's something so simple. You can avoid that. You can take your time.
Take your time.
Work hard on your own test. Make sure you have those study memories implanted in your brain.
Anything to worry about after?
After the test, if you're not satisfied with your results, I would say talk with the teacher, see if there's any makeup you can do or anything like that.
Excellent. Good follow-up. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Glad you could make it. All right, now our last person is obviously the famous professor from Germany, Professor Mandalinia. She's flown all the way out for this show, so come on in. It is a pleasure. It is a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Now she is, of course, written many books and has her own YouTube blog about study, relaxation, and just how to stay calm and find that inner self. Now, do you just want to go ahead and elaborate on that for us?
Yes. So before I came here, I was thinking about when I was a student and how stressful life was.
In Germany, it's very rigorous.
Yes, it was. And I was like just thinking about everything, how stressed my life was, until I brought meditation for my life and until I learned how to have a more relaxed college student life.
Now, when you say meditation, the first thing I think of is Tibetan monks going, "Ow," is that what you mean, or?
No. We actually have many other types of meditation. The one that I do the most is I like to do it in the mornings and nights. I just lay in my bed and take my head off everything that's happening in my life. And I like to listen to relaxation music.
Okay.
And
That sounds a lot more simple.
yeah, that helps a lot. So pretty much everything you do is just lay down in your bed or sit down wherever you would like and relax your body. I brought here some songs which I like to listen to when I do my meditation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I keep everything in my iPad.
Oh, well, that's...
I will show it to you later.
Oh, I can't wait. Now, in your book, The 8th Unknown Habit of Being an Effective Person, you talk about just general health, whether it be through diet and sleep.
Yes, it's pretty much a combination of everything. So like, if you just have a good diet and you do not sleep, it's not going to work, So you have to have a combination of everything.
And hopefully using the time management skills, we can actually schedule in that sleep that we just learned about earlier. So any tips or recommendations on how to have a good diet? Because it's kind of so easy just to run to McDonald's to grab food, especially when we're on such a time constraint.
Yes, but my point is that having a healthy diet, it's much simpler than just going to McDonald's and getting something. And also, you end up saving a lot of money because vegetables and good food, it's actually cheaper than...
When prepared, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. And then what's your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit, I love cherries and bananas and...
Cherries, people.
Yeah.
That's the secret. Well, I think that sums it up for our talk show today. I hope you learned something. I know I learned a lot, and we'll catch you next week.